How to leverage debt in real estate. Imagine this: you walk into a bank with no cash in your hand, but you walk out with the keys to $1 million property. You didn't steal it. You didn't win the lottery. You simply used debt like the wealthy do. This is the exact playbook the richest real estate investors use, and today, you're about to learn how to use it too. Most people fear debt. They see it as a trap, something that buries them under interest payments. But the wealthy? They see it as a weapon. A way to control assets, build equity, and generate passive income without spending decades saving every penny. If you've ever wondered how someone owns 10 apartment buildings while you're still trying to save for your first down payment, this is why. Today we're going deep. By the time you finish this video, you'll understand exactly how to leverage debt in real estate, how to turn it into cash flow, and most importantly, how to do it without risking everything you own. What leveraging debt really means. Leveraging debt isn't about borrowing money just because you can. It's about using other people's money to control income-producing assets. The key word here is income-producing. If you borrow money to buy a new car, that's bad debt. It drains your wallet. If you borrow money to buy a property that pays you every month, that's good debt, and it's the kind of debt the wealthy love. Think of it like this: if you have $100,000 in cash, you could buy one small property outright. Or, you could use that same $100,000 as down payments and control 5 properties worth $500,000 each. The rental income from those 5 properties will be far greater than the one you could have bought outright. This is why the wealthy never say, "I can't afford it." Instead, they ask, "How can I afford it using leverage?" The secret mindset of rich investors. Here's the truth: most people see mortgages as a burden. Rich investors see them as partners. Every month when they make a mortgage payment, they're not throwing money away, they're buying more ownership in an asset that's also growing in value. This is called equity building. Over time, as tenants pay rent, your debt decreases and your equity increases. The wealthy call this letting the property pay for itself. You're essentially buying real estate without using your own money long term. They also understand the time value of money. $1 today is worth more than $1 in the future, so why tie up all your money in one property when you can spread it across multiple assets that all grow in value? Real life example. Let's say Sarah wants to invest in real estate. She has $50,000 in savings. She could buy a small rental outright and maybe earn $800 a month in rent. But instead, she uses that $50,000 as a 20% down payment on a $250,000 duplex. Her monthly mortgage is $1,200. She rents out each unit for $1,000. That's $2,000 in total rent. After paying the mortgage, she still pockets $800 every month. But here's the magic. In a few years, that duplex might be worth $300,000, and her tenants have been paying down her mortgage the whole time. Sarah's initial $50,000 has now turned into $100,000 plus in equity, plus years of rental income. That's how leveraging debt multiplies wealth. Why debt isn't the enemy, risk is. If you've been told debt is dangerous, that's partially true. Bad debt is. If you borrow money for an asset that doesn't pay you, you're gambling. But if you use debt to buy a property that consistently generates more income than it costs you, debt becomes your best friend. The key is cash flow. If your rent covers your mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance and still leaves you profit, you're in a safe position. If your rent barely covers the mortgage or worse, you're paying out of pocket, then leverage becomes a liability. This is why successful investors always run the numbers before buying. They know the exact cap rate, cash-on-cash return, and break-even point before signing anything. How the top 1% structure debt deals. The wealthiest real estate investors rarely use 100% of their own cash. They might put down 20%, sometimes less if they can negotiate better terms. They look for fixed-rate mortgages when interest rates are low, so they lock in cheap money for decades. Some use interest-only loans for the first few years to keep payments low while the property value appreciates. Others use commercial loans to buy multifamily properties that banks see as business investments rather than personal homes. And here's a strategy most people miss: refinancing. After a property's value goes up, wealthy investors refinance it, pull out the equity as cash, and use that money to buy more properties. They keep repeating the cycle until they've built an empire, all from the same initial investment. The power of OPM, other people's money. When you leverage debt, you're not just using the bank's money. You're also using your tenants' money to pay off your loan. Every month, their rent is covering your mortgage, building your equity, and creating your wealth. It's one of the few investment strategies where someone else literally funds your path to financial freedom. This is why debt in real estate is so powerful. It turns time into your ally. How to start safely. If you're new, start with a property where the numbers are clearly in your favor. Aim for positive cash flow from day one. Use conservative estimates for rent and generous estimates for expenses so you're never caught off guard. Work with lenders who specialize in real estate investment loans. They understand the business and can offer better terms than traditional mortgage lenders. The future of leveraging debt. With rising property prices, leverage will only become more important. Cash buyers are rare in the investment world. Those who master the art of using debt will have a massive advantage. And as rental demand continues to grow, the ability to control more properties with less of your own money will be the ultimate wealth-building skill. So the next time someone tells you, debt is bad, just smile. Because now you know, it's not the debt that matters, it's how you use it. Hit subscribe if you're building your empire one habit at a time. New videos every Tuesday and Friday.